This is why narcissists hate your fullest appearance. Hey, everyone. Today, let's talk about one of the most challenging journeys you can embark on. Finding yourself after leaving a narcissistic relationship. It's a path filled with twists and turns, highs and lows, but ultimately, it's a journey toward reclaiming your identity. When you're with a narcissist, they have a way of stripping you of who you are. Your likes, dislikes, dreams, they all become secondary to their desires. You become a puppet, dancing to their tune, until you barely recognize yourself anymore. But when you finally break free, the road to rediscovering yourself is anything but easy. Every step forward is a reminder of the pain you endured, the dreams you sacrificed, and the love you lost. Yet, amidst the grief, there's also a glimmer of hope, a sense of freedom, of liberation from the chains that bound you. It's a process filled with conflicting emotions, happiness, sadness, relief, and pain all intertwined. But remember, it's okay to feel it all. Be gentle with yourself as you navigate the complexities of rediscovering who you are. After all, the journey to self-discovery is one of the most profound experiences life has to offer. So, picture this. You're finally free to express yourself, wear what makes you feel good, and slap on some makeup without any judgment. It's like a breath of fresh air, right? But then, lurking in the shadows, there's this lingering sadness, a pain from the past relationship where you couldn't do any of that. Enter the narcissist with their bag full of insecurities and shame, ready to rain on your parade. They'll tear you down, picking apart your appearance, your style, until you start second-guessing yourself. Why? Because they need to feel superior, that's why. They twist reality, creating this warped world where they're the kings or queens, and you're just a pawn. Every little thing you do becomes fodder for their insults. How you eat, how you dress, how you carry yourself, until you feel like you're not even worth the mirror you're looking in. It's like they're gaslighting you into believing that caring for yourself is a crime. Oh, look at you all dolled up, trying to turn heads. They'll sneer, completely missing the point. You're just trying to feel good, but they can't handle that. And it's not just what they say, it's how they say it. It's like they're drilling this idea into your head that you're out there trying to cheat on them. And here's the kicker, you start buying into it. It's like they're running a marathon of manipulation, saying the same nonsense over and over in different ways until it sticks in your brain like glue. Before you know it, you're second-guessing every move, doubting your own intentions. You start hating yourself for stuff you didn't even do. And what's the result? You start shrinking yourself down, toning down your personality, ditching the colors you love because apparently they're too pathetic or bright, or whatever nonsense they come up with. It's like you're suffocating, with no room to just be yourself. Now imagine living like this for years, maybe even decades. It's a recipe for disaster, leaving you clueless about who you really are, what you actually like, or what you're allowed to do. It's like they've wiped the slate clean and replaced it with a twisted version of reality. And you end up morphing into this puppet, dancing to their tune. It's like the ultimate form of surrender, where you're just doing whatever it takes to survive in their twisted world. If you're not familiar with it, it's called the form response, when you feel totally powerless and just do whatever the abuser wants to avoid more pain. And let's not forget about the good old people-pleasing, which is just another way of saying you're bending over backward to keep the peace. The narcissists who mess with your head, they weren't interested in the real you. Nope, not one bit. They wanted a puppet, someone who'd dance to their tune, someone who'd be a mirror reflecting back their delusional world. So, let's get this straight. The person they interacted with wasn't you, it was this fake version they cooked up in their mind. You had to hide behind this facade just to survive, to make it through each day without losing your mind. And that's why, once you break free from their grip, it's like stepping into a whole new world, but not in a good way. There's this voice in your head, nagging at you, telling you you're wrong for trying to be yourself again, for putting on makeup, for dressing the way you like, for enjoying your hobbies. It's like your body's been conditioned to panic at the mere thought of being yourself, because it remembers all the pain and trauma from before. And let me tell you, when you finally do start rediscovering who you are, it's not just panic you feel, It's this overwhelming sense of grief for all the time you lost. For all the pieces of yourself you had to bury deep down inside just to survive. So, here's my advice. Take it slow, be gentle with yourself, and show yourself some extra love and compassion as you start piecing yourself back together. You deserve it, and you owe it to yourself to find that happiness again, no matter how long it takes. All right, here's the deal. Rebuilding yourself after dealing with a narcissist is no walk in the park. It's like starting from scratch, but hey, that's okay. Progress isn't always a straight line. Sometimes you'll move forward, sometimes you'll slip back a bit, but as long as you're moving, even if it's just one step at a time, you're making progress. Think of it as a rebirth, a chance to break free from all the junk they dumped on you and rediscover who you really are. You've got to let go of all those lies they fed you about yourself and embrace your true self, the one they couldn't see through their twisted lens. And hey, if you found this helpful, hit that subscribe button. It helps me spread the word about dealing with narcissistic abuse. Setting boundaries is key, not just with others, but with yourself too. You got to draw the line and say no more. No more letting anyone else define who you are or what you're capable of. Sure, compromise is fine, but sacrificing your authenticity, that's a big no-no. So make yourself a promise. Live with integrity, stay true to who you are, and let the healing begin. Got something to say? Drop a comment below. Until next time, keep on healing, my friend.